Homeowners and investors, check the age of your water heater right now. Because if it's over 10 years old, you are sitting on a ticking time bomb that could cost you thousands. One evening, my renter texted me around midnight that the water heater was leaking. My first move, I asked her to send videos and pictures immediately so I could get a proper quote. But when the quotes started coming in, I was shocked. One was nearly $2,900 for just a standard water heater. Today, I'm going to show you step by step how I tackled this issue and installed a brand new unit for around $1,000. If you're an aspiring or current homeowner or an investor, be sure to follow along because the mindset and steps I show here will save you thousands of dollars across many different projects, not just this one. First thing, be sure to turn off the water at the water heater's water valve and stop using hot water so that the tank doesn't keep filling and potentially cause more damage. Now your job is to get quotes. I recommend the application Thumbtack, but just be careful. They are vulnerable to high costs. My first quote was $2,500 plus a $365 emergency fee. That's almost $2,900. So I decided to keep asking. The second quote was $1,900. Still, in my opinion, too high. Finally, a previous plumber I had worked with quoted me $1,250. But here's my pro tip to you. For some projects, such as this one, it's worth buying your own materials. I asked my plumber what happens if I provide a heater and expansion tank. He said the price would go down to $550 just for the labor. Now we're talking, folks. With that knowledge, it's now time to head to the Home Depot. I already knew what type of water heater I needed, and I'll show you how to determine that soon. I found the unit that I was looking for $409. But because there was minor damage to the box, they gave me 10% off, so I only paid $360 for it. When you load this onto your truck, try to keep it vertical. If you can't, follow the box's instructions for horizontal travel, but vertical is better for the tank. With the Cybertruck, I can strap it down and then use the automatic tonneau cover to keep it from moving while I drive. And I almost forgot to grab the water expansion tank for $35. I'm sure glad I remembered right before I drove off. Now it's time to unload. If you want your water heater to last longer, possibly even around 20 years, in the above video, I show 2 crucial tips that any homeowner can do with zero tools to get that much life out of your water heater. I've also linked the video in the description, so be sure to add it to your watch list. Taking this down is easier with 2 people because these are about 100 pounds and you do not want to drop it. I used the Cybertruck's dynamic air suspension to lower the truck down to entry mode, its lowest setting off the ground. This was my first time unloading a water heater, y'all. And to be honest, I was pretty nervous. And I even struggled at first, but ultimately ended up bear hugging this thing, moved it to the side, and bent my knees to drop it safely. It looked worse than it actually was. I grabbed my dolly, tilted it back, and then got the water expansion tank from my truck in order to bring in all the materials inside. The total material cost, $400. Total labor, $550. We are at $950 total, y'all. Way better than that $2,900 quote. But how do you know what kind of water heater you need to buy? The answer to this is to look at the side panel. This will tell you if you have electric or gas. It will also tell you how many gallons your current one is. And lastly, it will tell you how old the heater is. Typically, the serial number's first 2 digits will be the month, then the next 2 digits will tell you the year that it was installed. For mine, it says it's a 40-gallon electric unit installed on August 2001. That makes this water heater a little less than 25 years old. Before the contractor arrives, you can save time by doing some of the prep or simply use it as an opportunity to learn. Since the tank is electric, turn off the power at the breaker. Even if you pull the water heater's power switch, hit the breaker to be safe. Next, to expose the wiring, you will need to remove the wiring panel. To do so, unscrew the panel by removing 4 or 5 of these screws. All you have is 2 wire nuts connecting the hot and neutral wires and 1 ground screw. Just untangle all of that and separate the tank from the power source. Here is a crucial tip for any leak in the house: knowing how to turn off the water at the city's main water valve. If your home valve fails, you need to find the meter near the curb, and be sure to add this tool, a water meter key, also called a curb key, to your toolkit, because it is a must for every homeowner and landlord, as this is how you can turn off or on the water valve from the meter. Once you find the meter, take a look inside. You might have to clean it out to find the valve. Most valves will be facing upward, but unfortunately, mine was facing to the side. This meant that my water meter key was useless. Instead, I had to use pliers to rotate the valve until it was perpendicular to the pipe. That shuts off the water. Then I opened a garden spigot and a bathroom faucet to drain the water pressure from the pipes. From there, my contractor took over. He installed the PEX piping, used a crimper to secure it, and connected the new expansion tank and drain pan. And that's all it took, folks, to get a new water heater installed for under $1,000. If this video helped you out, please be sure to like the video and share it with someone that could benefit from saving money on home repairs, maintenance, and renovation projects. And subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any future content. As always, folks, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.